We're live. We're here with Will from World Fitness Project, man. Thanks for coming on.
What's up, boys? Thanks for having me.
Dude, I did some research. Will's career statistics. First open was 2013. His best open finish was 2024, 11 years later. First in the men's 30 to 35 division in 2024. His best finish was 10th in 2019 at the CrossFit Games. And then this past year, he got first in the 30 to 35 CrossFit Games.
Dog. That's what all this gray hair's from.
Dog.
But
don't read y'all's resumes after that, please.
It's all right. Jason's isn't too long.
Hey, Jay's first place out of you guys in the WFP rankings.
Yeah, I know. Be quiet.
That's where he's
I think it was a gift, though. Yeah, Justin, you would have got on the podium if you.
Yes, if I just was smart, but
right.
wasn't.
The top of Jason's resume is first place at the MAC.
Isn't intelligence a part of fitness and how you approach workouts?
100%.
So,
are you just the goat at that now? You're just the smart guy?
I mean, you're the only one that tried to go unbroken, so you might be the dumbest.
It's all right.
I just watched that.
There yet. Give me to World Fitness Project 2. Dude, train's going to be moving at that point.
You might learn some things.
Yeah, I might learn some things, might not. I'm just going to have the fitness to be able to actually lunge 2 more steps. But anyway.
The thing is, since you're already probably the best at overhead walking lunges, what kind of extra work are you going to be doing all summer long to just make sure that never happens?
I mean,
are you going to be doing overhead walking lunges 2 times a week?
You should spend all summer lunging, Justin.
Yeah. How big of a lead did you have? I mean, you were second to the dumbbells, first or second to the dumbbells.
No, he was not.
Was he not?
I got to the dumbbells at the same time.
To the lunge is what I meant.
I got to the lunge at the same time as everybody, and then everyone started, and I was like, I'm going for it.
I got
So I took an extra second before I picked him up because I knew I had time, and yeah, it didn't work out. But
right arm quit on you, man.
Dude, I've never been the person that had too bold of a strategy, I think, ever. I've always been the conservative person, so I was honestly that's the first time that it didn't work out, but I'll take that. It's all good. It just stung really bad. If Jason got 4th, it wouldn't have hurt as bad, but no one expected Jeff to implode and completely drop off the podium. So it is what it is. We'll be good.
I don't think Jason expected it. I think there's some great footage of Jason finding out he got on the podium.
Yeah. Well, I was one that was telling him, I'm like, dude, I think you got on the podium.
That's all on Buttery Bros. I don't know if y'all watched that yet. That whole moment.
That's what I thought it was.
It's good, man. It's a good
Because of y'all's mistake, I am now the 3rd fittest man on earth currently.
Damn right.
Correct.
Correct.
Hey, when was the first time you guys competed against Will?
Dude, I think were you at Filthy 150?
Dustin was Filthy 150. I think Dallin was West Coast, and then Hop was at the games, I think, in 21.
What did you get? How'd you do at Filthy 150? Because that was literally, I remember I was looking at the games lineup, or the lineup at that comp, and you just
I got 5th, and if you didn't win, I would have gotten the backfill. Because everybody else had already qualified. That was wild, man. I decided to do that 2 days before. And I flew right out there and rolled the dice. That was a pretty cool event, minus the hay bales and the rain.
Yeah.
That was, dude. So, talk about safety. It was raining. It was 35 degrees, and the crash pad was hay bales. And you had to, it was a slimed rope, and you had to legless up and down. Right? It was nuts. For 2 unbroken crazy. Or something crazy. Yeah.
It had to be unbroken, up, down, up.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah, and then it was just hay bales, so there's literally cracks that people would fall in.
There's cracks, my legs were falling through. It was nuts.
Yeah. Dude, it was nuts. But we're learning, evolving. But Will, how did you find CrossFit?
Yeah, man. I don't even know if Dallin was born yet, but in 2008, I was getting ready for college soccer, and one of the guys that me and all my buddies worked out at kind of like it was called Prairie Life Fitness. It was kind of like just a Globo gym, and one of the trainers there was all into CrossFit, and the movie 300 had just come out, and we were like, what did those guys do? And they trained with a guy named Jim Jones, who kind of, if you're familiar with the history, he was kind of in the CrossFit world at that time. So he introduced me and all my buddies who were going to play college ball to CrossFit. So '08, we started doing it kind of just as supplementary training to our sports. And I just kept doing it like in the off seasons. And then like when pro ball didn't work out, I left school early. That was 2013. I was a GA in the strength and conditioning department at Belmont and started doing CrossFit and ended up making regionals, and the rest is history. But yeah, long
That's
time.
crazy,
08.
man. So
Let me turn a lamp on. I'm with you.
Did you only do like your sports background was just soccer, or did you do anything else?
Just soccer, dude. Is there a glare? Is that good?
That's fine.
Just soccer, man. Like, so my dad played pro ball a little bit. My older brother played Division I ball, like a little bit semi-pro. So we were kind of a soccer family. Didn't really get a choice. And then I played travel ball.
Fairy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Did you guys play soccer, Dallin or Jason?
No. I wish I
Really?
was. I wish
like
I was good at
8.
soccer. I wish I was good.
I feel like every single kid has played soccer at some point, at some level.
I had to choose.
Jason
between
was a straight
baseball and
bro
soccer.
from day one.
I was sitting in the batting cages since I was out.
I feel like you would have been a good goalie, Jason.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably maybe better at football. He didn't really make it that far.
Hey, did you see his highlight tape?
Dude,
I saw he played 1 year in college, I think, right?
yeah.
It's tough out there.
The only reason
So
I didn't play is because the dude in front of me is making 30 M's in the league right now.
Oh, is he really? Oh, really? Yeah, Clemson was really good when you played. That's right.
Who was in front of you?
T. Higgins. I mean, there was
Dang.
some
Yeah,
other people. There was some other
there you go.
people.
Yeah.
he was just at the top.
Yeah.
There were actually people between too.
That's great. But yeah, how did you get in with like World Fitness Project? 'Cause I feel like it kind of just sprung in like quick, like out of nowhere, this year.
Yeah. So Beth Gillette, who's a part of the founding group, was a client of mine for about 6 years, and her son-in-law, Jason Terry. So I coached them from like late 2018 up until last year. Beth actually made the Masters games. I don't know if you met her. She was at the event.
I actually saw she made the Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's phenomenal at this fitness stuff. But yeah, so I coached them, and then 2024 was gonna be my last year competing anyways. And I was out in Kauai in 2023, staying at their place, getting ready for Rogue, and we started to kind of game plan what we were going to do next. And I was talking to them, and Jackson and Bella, I don't know if you met Bella, who was Jackson's wife, run a nonprofit called Good Life, and they build gyms in underprivileged areas all around the world. And I was just going to help out with that, help out with sponsorship, stuff like that, building awareness for their initiatives. And then we were going to build HQ for Good Life because they have a gym we were going to build it in Nashville. They have a gym in Alabama. They're building one in Uganda. I believe there's one in Kenya going up, and then there's one currently under construction in Costa Rica. So I was going to just help manage that stuff and kind of use a lot of our fitness ties to maybe bring in bigger personalities to help do some stuff, which that's still in the works, and that will probably get announced later on. But there's some cool stuff going on with Good Life. But anyway, so HQ was going to go up in Nashville, and we were going to run an event out of it, kind of like Crash, Jason, like JR's competition, where we invited everybody who didn't make the games, kind of like the NIT is to the NCAA, to an event in late June, July, to just give more opportunities to all these athletes that just get, cut off if they didn't qualify. And then we were going to run another one at the Costa Rica gym in South America, which would have been pretty cool. Yeah. Well, there's some things in the works, so we might be able to get you guys down there whenever that construction's done. More on probably the nonprofit side of things, but
you said that when we said that we would be in race cars too. So
yeah, I'll probably just take Justin actually. So that kind of spawned it. We were going to run 2 events, and then we started thinking, and there was, all sorts of there was a little bit of unrest in the community and uncertainty from a lot of directions, not only on like the corporate side of things, but the athlete side of things in the space. And we were like, you know what, we can continue these nonprofit initiatives and just roll some of the funds that were going to go into the brick and mortar in Nashville into a league for everybody. So that's kind of how. That's the quick pitch of it. But,
Have you like always wanted to like program an event? Like, is that like something that you've been like working towards, or did it kind of just like the right things fell into place?
Yeah, I mean, man, I had a stable of. I started doing remote coaching. I got a degree in XPhys. I owned a CrossFit gym for 6 years. Owned an affiliate, did that whole thing. Was a GA, so like programming and things like that have always become pretty natural to me and been a part of like my professional life. And then when this spun up, it was easy, like the programming side of things and making sure that the events were cool. Any of us could probably do it, right? With the amount of time that we spend working out.
We owe everyone a show where we're gonna come in and we're each gonna program a 6 competition event and present it live.
Are we each doing that? I thought we were doing that all together.
Or maybe it's all together. I can't remember what everyone decided.
We're doing something.
Something like that. So it should be entertaining.
You should program them together and I'll do the workouts.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That'll be fun.
We'll do an hour.
I think I can, but I kind of want to do it like all separate because
you think you can do better.
I know.
Well, here's a lot.
Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna text JR.
Is it an open? Is it online? Is it like a crash that doesn't require a huge production? Is it games, Rogue, WFP?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, man.
It's so much more than what you think.
It's like games, Rogue, WFP.
Okay.
Because we wanted to do an episode where it's an hour long, and that's our time cap, and we all have to agree on 6 events and like come up with them. I think that would be the part that'd be hard, but it's actually cool because like our team, like me, Ellie, Adam, Jesse, like Daniel Doubts, like all of us, we're getting together to program an event in Boise. It's like a partner comp.
I've seen it's
like
mountain throwdown or something.
Yeah, the mountain. Yeah. Because it's just there's so many things that you don't think about when you're like programming, like even like the type of rig that you need, like. There's no squat racks, and it's like, all right, well, if you're going to do something out of a rack, you need to have like we did for the jerk, you need to have separate squat racks and like just all those things and event flows and like moving on and off the floor, the like all the weights and just making sure you're not over programming something. Like
and
it's crazy,
caps,
all the little things. Yeah,
you got to make sure the time caps are just enough for broadcasts, but enough for everybody to finish and.
Even like the small things, like keeping the tape line 30 feet away from the jerk rack, stuff like that.
Safety,
you got to take account.
Yeah. Jason's probably not going to program an event in the near future, I would say, but
I don't think so.
Maybe the Greenville throwdown in his backyard.
If Justin's first movement he's going to program is crossover double unders because he's been just waiting for those to come back.
I just
they're not in our movement list.
Dude, he literally talks about it all the time. I just know my competition, all the events in my competition will be 100 points worth each.
Yeah.
All stimuluses matter. Hey, Will, did you know, Will, that me and Dallin would have taken first and second if those 2 events were 100 points each?
Well, they weren't.
First and second, Will. I would have won.
Well, you got another chance in Mesa.
Jason. You got a long time before you're standing on top of a leaderboard.
It didn't seem to bother Hatfield too much. I think he jerked more than you too. So
Wait, you think he
Didn't he?
you
Didn't
think
he
he
jerk
finished
more?
that? You think he finished
Yes,
that
he
rep?
Yeah.
I have to watch it back. I haven't seen it. Did he not?
It's not good.
The
good.
thing that's hard is if you pause it, he's like standing there completely locked out overhead. But then when you watch it in like full motion,
In slow-mo.
yeah.
Hey, by the way,
this
Will.
is
By the
so
way,
good.
I was just kidding about we would have taken. First
Oh, I was like, really? Damn, I didn't think
No,
it would
no.
go out like that. Yeah, okay.
I was like, I'm really surprised Jason went back and did the math to figure that out.
I needed to know.
Austin also, even if they didn't count that jerk, nothing would have changed. So
Yeah, that seems about. What did he hit before that? Do you remember?
it was like 392 or something, or three. It's
Yeah.
387 or 392, and then he did 407, kind of.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is
y'all
what it
know
is.
you can challenge other athletes.
I just found that out after the competition.
But
and let me
here's the
tell
deal.
you, Brute is going to be. They know who it is. Whatever. Good.
That's kind of what I thought. It's like throwing the red flag in football, man.
Yeah.
So that'll
Yeah.
be fun.
I can promise Brute's going to throw some challenges. We're going to have everyone
had
with
a-
cameras. You know.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll make me have to review a lot more, but whatever.
That's awesome. though.
He would have won with his previous jerk anyway. So
Whatever. Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
what
he
I
was
said.
impressive, man.
Yeah. You guys are like.
oh, you said that,
do
Dylan?
that?
Oh, I wasn't listening.
I forgive you.
Yeah. I was like, to that
I was,
point, man.
I was
like,
looking
it
at the
was,
comments telling you to turn up your microphone.
I did. Is it better?
I think it's better.
Hey, someone put in the comments if it's better. I tried.
I was just gonna say, Will, that like it was pretty awesome. Like throughout the weekend, like I think there was, like obviously that jerk. Like I think before we get into that, I think it was pretty cool, like to allow just the coaches to go to the brief, because
Yeah, dude. No brainer.
like, yeah, no, I thought that was awesome because even like at the games sometimes we'll get briefs where like coaches aren't even allowed, which I think is like absolutely insane. Because most of the time,
Yeah.
like the coaches are the ones that are telling the athletes like the game
They're steering
plan,
the
like,
ship, man. Yeah.
yeah, they're steering the ship for sure. So it's just like always crazy me when like coaches can't be like a part of a brief or something like that. And then especially just on a competition weekend like that, to have the coaches just go and let the athletes go back was awesome. Because
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
it was.
I
What are you
didn't
saying?
think many coaches asked a ton of questions either. I think it was mostly athletes, and there wasn't a ton of questions, period. And I think that's because of us giving you guys all the details 3 weeks before, and it just
Yeah.
hopefully shortens those briefs.
And then even having like the athletes sit next to their coaches, because if you have a question, ask your coach. And then if your coach doesn't
Right.
know, then you could ask a question. It would make the briefs go by so much quicker because athletes are smart, but they do ask a lot of stupid questions, like why I'm not in the top heat.
Yeah, damn. I mean, you know why? We already talked about that. Yeah.
But
Not anymore.
yeah. But anyways, it was cool about the brief. Just like I was talking to
Wait,
Adam
why?
about it.
Can we-
Obviously,
Wait, why is he not in there?
why is
Why
what
was
not in there?
Why was he not in the
No.
last heat?
We used
'Cause of
Apollo.
Yeah, the rankings.
Yeah, which
Hey, that first seat felt good, man. I should have got the leader jersey to start the week. You know what I'm saying?
Middle lane.
Did you win? No, you didn't win the first. Yeah, you.
No.
won the
He
first
was.
event.
He's ranked.
Like,
He was
the
ranked
number
one.
rank
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
starting the weekend.
yeah. It's
But-
being-
Tier,
it's hard-
tier
it's
wouldn't
hard-
let
it's
you
hard-
wear a leader's
it's-
jersey.
It's
I
hard
know
being
that.
number one, boys. It's
I
hard
know
being
how
number
tier
one.
operates.
I was but I was talking to Adam about the jerk event, and he came back and he's like, yeah, like it was honestly pretty crazy. Like a lot of people were asking questions and we're trying to like figure out what the right thing to do was. And I think there was like a common thought of like certain things should have been changed. And
Yeah.
like I feel like there's been times where CrossFit like probably should have changed it, but they wanted to not. Like they wanted to stick with what they originally said, where it was
Right.
nice to have like you guys kind of actually make some changes that made a lot of sense, you know?
Yeah,
Feedback,
yeah,
feedback on the spot
Figure us
and
out.
like applying it. Was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, originally it was how it played out, and then we were like, safety, re-racking, not a big deal.
Are you into philosophy? What's all these books?
Did we ignore him for this moment? Where's Dallas? Can we mute him? Goodness gracious. Consistent. It's consistent.
It's
y'all.
consistent.
Sorry. Wait, what?
No, so anyways, yeah, like listen to the feedback, and it made sense just to let y'all re-rack it at the athlete's discretion. And I think that was okay. The jerk, the only thing on the jerk, I mean, the line, it wasn't ideal because you did have to walk however far back Jason said to hit your
30
jerk.
feet.
But yeah, but you know, you weren't going to drop the bar in the rack 30 feet away. So
My
Yeah.
favorite part about you guys adjusting the re-rack and stuff is Pat wasn't asking this question, which is surprising because this is usually Pat's job. Whenever we're at a brief and it's like, hey, don't do this, and he raises his hands, so what happens if we do? It's like, well, don't. And it's like, but what if we do? Just don't, like this, we don't want you to. And he's like, I'm gonna do it, what's gonna happen? And then there's never an answer. And so it's like, people are gonna do it. It's like, so you guys solved that problem, so that was good.
yeah.
Yeah, that was going to happen again with the rope climbs too, you know, which was sweet.
Yeah, they threw that up there, and then I was like, if we can just loop it around, let's just throw it on the little chain thing that holds the rope, which I think was fine. I wasn't sure if we should put it on that, like that clamp, or if we should do it on the bar. Just by the way, you know, you usually just reach up and hit the top, but it was nice to have a visual, I think, for the judges. Like the contrast of the yellow in your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. For people that don't know what happened, when we first did the briefing, there's like the shackle, and then like the rope has a loop, and they just put the shackle through the loop. So there's like the loop and then a big knot, but then now like the beam is like almost 1.5 feet away from like where the rope starts. So then it was like too far of a touch. So then they moved the yellow line down, but then it made the rope climb like 12.5 feet.
Yeah.
But then like obviously they changed it, re-looped it. We touched the like bracket, and it's like the same rope climbs that we do in competition. So it was nice. It was good to have that stuff. Felt like I was listened to, you know? You make me feel heard.
Warm and fuzzies. That's what we're here for.
Or you just put pressure on him. Hey, Will, I got a question. Typically after every single event, the ones I do good at, of course, I don't really like to watch bad ones, but I immediately go watch it back, and I couldn't. So could you tell us why I had to wait until Monday to go watch all those events back?
Well, you would have probably just had to wait until
go back and watch those events on Sunday night?
Say what?
You said, wait, when did the events come out to rewatch?
Like Sunday night.
Yeah, I think it was Sunday night.
So when were you trying to rewatch the event?
I watched them right after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang. Do you do that, Dallin?
I'll watch them after the competition's over.
Yeah.
Unless like I did something like really cool, then I'll pull that up. But I didn't have any of those, so there wasn't a need. I didn't have a problem with your stream, Will.
Yeah, so we streamed everything on our own platform on our website. There's a lot of reasons we did that. To drive traffic to the website. It helps with commercial control, which when you have brands coming in to sponsor you, you want to be able to give them the airtime that they pay for. And it's just kind of giving back on deliverables from that side of things. So when you're programming an event, Jason, think about that. But other than that, you know, there's on our live feed, you could watch it in a bunch of different languages. And because of the data needs for that, like we couldn't rewind it. Now we're working on, actually have a meeting tomorrow about this, about the English version of it, building in the capabilities to rewind immediately. It's just really a data thing from that standpoint. And there's copyright stuff on YouTube that, like with music and stuff like that, that we just didn't want to do. So we had pretty good streaming numbers. Like 500,000 and like a lot of interaction and stuff like that, which I think is good for guys like Jason, so he can, you know, promote himself. But did that answer your question?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
If you read some of these books, you could learn some stuff.
All right, so
Sorry, man.
Tell us about these
I'm
books,
with the
bro.
boys. I'm with the boys.
Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro.
Jason can dish it. He just doesn't do well taking it. So just
Are
get
you
used to it.
serious right now?
Hey, can we go back?
Show him the video.
Oh my gosh, are you serious, Justin? Dallin, back me up. Dallin, back me up. Oh my gosh.
What
Justin cannot take a joke if his life depended on it.
Oh, come on.
Are you serious?
Dude, you come at me, so then I come back
Hey,
at you, and then you can't take it. Every time.
I laugh it off all the time, bro. I don't take anything you say seriously, bro.
I'm gonna interject here, and I'm gonna say, Jay, you took a slap from, or you slapped James.
Bro, that's just show business. That's show business, bro. That's all it is, bro. Y'all don't watch sports. Y'all never watched WWE back in the day. I can tell you all that for damn sure.
You know the WWE guys did our lighting for that event.
Yeah,
Actually, I did hear that.
You need to go watch. You need to go watch them. You need to go watch, not WWE lighting. You need to go watch what John Cena did back in the day. That's what you need to go do.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Jason's new thing he does on Instagram.
Anyways, I was I made a little reel for Justin, and it's just like fun little banter stuff. He was on a plane. Pissed him off, bro. I'm talking about he couldn't even laugh. He couldn't even laugh with me and Dallin. He was just fuming. He was just fuming on this plane. I'm like, bro, dude, it's just a joke, bro.
I was not fuming.
You were, bro.
Okay. Jason feeling some big emotions.
Whatever. I'm posting that video. I'm posting that video tomorrow, Justin.
Post it. I don't
Show
care.
it right here on the live.
All right, that's it.
Show it. While he pulls it up, though, I wanted to ask you about the lighting. So, did you get that idea from WWE? Because that's totally different. That I feel like we've not seen that at a comp before ever.
No, so Hanu, who is our head of production, has done a lot of this type of stuff in European events, specifically in Scandinavia, and he showed us that early on. I don't know the names, but in Finland and Sweden, he's done a lot of that stuff. So early on, before we had got the venue and stuff, he was kind of giving us ideas about what he could do to increase the production value and stuff. And he showed it to us, and I'm like, man, that's dope. And it was a much smaller budget that he got to work with. So
y'all ready for this?
Wait. I will say
this
my
is
favorite.
Valuable. This is valuable, Jason.
My favorite part of the lighting was the final with the chipper style event where it showed the race down the floor. That was my favorite one. So
yeah, that was cool too.
All right, let's see.
All right, Jason, let's see your video.
He's so mad. Look at him. He's mad already. All right, here we go.
Damn. When did he send that to you? You were on a plane when you got that?
This is 3 days ago.
Yeah. He was so proud of it.
Bro, and he was just
No, we were literally making videos.
He literally said, "I can't wait until this comes full circle." Literally word for word. He's so mad.
I mean, I can't blame him. What else is he supposed to say?
Oh man,
Have you seen the baby reels that we've been posting?
Yeah.
We made one, and Jason's like, "I'm not posting that on my feed. I'm not posting that."
But it's not because it wasn't funny. It's because my Instagram aesthetic wasn't allowing a baby to be on it. It just wouldn't fit, It wouldn't fit. If you type in jhopper3 on Instagram and all
Put a different cover photo.
Yeah. You can just put a different cover photo.
Then no one's gonna click on it. What's the photo?
Do you want clicks or do you want to look good?
Whatever, dude. What was the video? Remind me.
It's my baby video. I need to post it. I'll post it right after this.
Hey,
Remind me of.
Oh jeez, I just saw that.
What was the video of? I forgot.
You literally post. You
No,
have
you
one
remember.
of the baby.
No, I don't. I forgot. Give me a hint. The first one.
$700.
No, the one I was supposed to put on.
No, there was another one that he didn't want to post because
really?
it was like making fun of him. But then we collabed on one that made fun of me, and he was all good with it. That's exactly what happened.
That's not true. That's not true.
21. So that means Jeff, did you watch his comment video 10 times?
Yeah.
You only need to watch it once.
Come on, bro. I know you watched it 10 times, Dallin.
I did. Will, I got a question.
What's up, buddy?
Does turf make your mouth dry? I keep seeing people.
Dude, I heard you say that somewhere.
And I was like,
I have no idea what
I've never heard that before in my life.
That's not true, bro.
Jason
I don't think it is.
A good amount of time on turf.
Maybe they had allergies or something. Who said that? Jason, did you say that?
No, people were just
Nah, I don't
commenting
think so.
that other people, like athletes, were saying that, but I haven't heard of a single athlete that said it. That's a crazy thought.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey,
That's
tell us.
wild.
Hey, quit dodging the question. Tell us about these books.
Hey,
bro.
man.
For real, I genuinely want to know. I'm a big reader myself.
They're just like a lot of antique books, to be honest. My wife likes all those, so
Oh, they just for looks.
they're just for looks, man.
All right.
This is honest, you know?
At least these
What
are.
what feedback have you gotten from like World Fitness Project, like good or bad? Like what are some things that you guys feel like you knocked out of the park? And what are some things like you guys are trying to like kind of fix for the next one?
Yeah, I think like
I
we
feel
talked
overall
about.
it was great, but
Yeah. I mean, people are forgetting like that's our first time being together as a
Yeah.
team and running an event, and it went pretty well. I think overall it's been really positive. Little things like with the live stream that we spoke about that we're working on fixing. I mean, internal stuff like communication lines just to make things a little more efficient on game day that you guys probably didn't feel at all, but it just added a little more stress to like the work environment, which is natural when we're getting our first reps together. But overall, it was really good, man. I think fixing the live stream, making sure that y'all's experience there is great and that our product, you know, for the viewers at home is also great is just kind of what we're aiming for. I don't know that like little things like judging and stuff like that, we can tighten up. And those are discussions between me and the head judges and little things at each event to maybe focus on a little bit more. Like there were some, like I got an email from one of the coaches and there was some concern about consistency on like the line with people's feet finishing the jerk or the shuffling on the lunge. So just giving our judges the ability to just give a no rep, and then with our review process, we can go back and correct it.
yeah.
Maybe that's a way to make it a little bit more efficient, which I think our review process was pretty good. So yeah, man, not a ton, you know, just
Yeah.
I did like.
which is a good problem.
Yeah.
I filed an appeal, or I was going to file an appeal, and I can't remember who the head of appeals was.
Hackett, yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job because I was like, hey, here's the situation. This is how many reps I think I can get back. How much time, if you were to give me this, would I get? And then it wasn't going to be worth it because the next guy ahead of me was more time. So like that just made it easy on me, so I didn't have to waste enough.
Yeah, Tackett's good, man. Like he'll shoot you straight. He'll give you the time. Like for the last event, there was a couple appeals coming through, and because of what Jason was talking about with the inability to scrub it, we actually had people down on the floor videotaping in case of appeals, and we were doing the appeals like live on the floor. Like Colton got one, Sydney got one.
Typical Dallin just not taking ownership of his weaknesses.
What was that? What were you getting no reps on? Pull-ups or something, right? I think I
was
saw
chest to
something
bar.
about it.
I was
Your
getting
chest
splashed.
is massive.
I was getting splashed in the
dude.
face with sweat, and I was getting no reps. It was only like 4 or 5, but
Wait,
That
so
doesn't matter.
you got no rep because you were getting splashed in the face by sweat?
No, he was saying
who's
my chest
dinging?
didn't hit.
Who's dinging right now?
It's not me. He said my
Not
chest
me.
wasn't hitting, but I was.
Might be me.
Yeah, that's not that important. I was just talking about the appeals process, Jason. Chill.
You act like you've never been splashed before, brother.
Oh my god.
I turned it off. It did.
Will, all right. Yeah,
Dude.
that's hard to come back from.
Why don't you tell us about that, Jason?
That's for Dallin to explain.
I was talking to,
honestly, y'all need to get y'all's head out of the gutter, bro. That was literally just talking about sweat, bro. See, that's what's wrong,
Bro.
That's what's wrong with the younger generation.
Did you see that comment that
Yeah.
got pulled up?
Yeah. I saw that.
Did Castro reach out?
There was communication, not with me at all. I wasn't on the email thread.
Yeah.
But I know the email thread that they're referring to. And to my knowledge, we rescheduled because partial part of the team was traveling and stuff, and they never responded. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the last email thread that's gone out. But I think with everything going on and the acquisitions and things like that, like,
Yeah,
knows?
there's so much going on over there.
but
I
yeah,
feel
Dave has never reached out to me at all.
For $700, Dallin will get splashed.
Did you see our last episode or anything from it?
No, I've been watching a lot of y'all stuff though. So
Dallin's
got some explaining.
sold an
oh
item of
wait!
clothing for
I think
$700.
I did. You sent your underwear to somebody or something.
Yep.
Dang man,
Dang, man.
Your shorts professional.
that's
Dallin
wild.
did.
Dude, it was
Did we just put a bid out?
$700.
You put a bid at $700. Oh man. Were your parents
Has
disappointed
anybody-
in you? I know
No,
say
they thought it was hilarious.
Okay. good,
Dallin,
good.
did you get any DMs about people like, so like, would you
No.
sell another pair for $700?
My price is $1,000 now. So,
It's gone up.
yeah.
It's gone up. The sweat's been more fit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You're fitter now. But that's good. Was this the first event that you programmed, like competition?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I guess
How
the
did-
qualifier, but yeah.
Yeah. How was it like programming for it? Was it like when did you start kind of programming? Like how far out?
Like right off the rip, whenever we kind of decided, I have like a notes thing in my phone, and it's got hundreds of workouts, and then different demands of different workouts. I
Oh yeah, you
categorized.
shared that with me a few months ago.
Yeah, surprised you didn't win the event after knowing all that. But
I picked the wrong ones. I guessed the wrong ones.
yeah, it's
when was
fun,
that though? When did you start working on it? Like was that in this year? Or was it like before December?
wait, probably October.
October? Yeah. When did you feel like you had like pretty much the final product by?
I mean, Mesa's done.
Yeah.
So like early on, I think the only things we really changed were the yoke was a C2 bike, and maybe
Ooh.
2 months out, I just
bro.
changed it. Yeah, man. All right, and then
You didn't do no
the
handstand push-ups either.
the front squat one it had toe to bar instead of pull ups, and then it had 6 sets of 8. But so we just adjusted, the ladder feel there. But everything else was straight up like the first one, pretty much like first rip.
Yeah.
which
That's
is
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Are you looking at like the World Fitness Project season as like we're gonna find the fittest dude by the end of these 3 events,
And
or are you
woman.
trying to like find the fittest person in each event? Like, is it a continuation, or is each competition supposed to be like well-rounded enough where you feel good that the winner is like the fittest? Does that make sense?
I think both.
Like, let's say we did
I think-
a bunch of ring muscle ups on event 1. Is it just as likely that we'll see that again? Or is it kind of like, well, we've already tested that. We're going to try to test some new things at event 2 and then some new things on event 3.
Yeah, there will definitely be movements that repeat at all the events.
Yeah.
And then there will be new stuff added to every single competition as well, just to have like a wider range of workouts. But yeah, I think like Mesa's a little bit different than Indy was.
The way,
and yeah, go ahead.
Or I was gonna say the way I kind of saw it was like we got Indy and Mesa, 6 events each, half the points of the season. So it's like a 12 events for half the points, and then we got Denmark for whatever number of events for the other half. And so it's almost like a 2-part, one competition and then a second part.
Yeah.
I don't know if the programming like doesn't have to, but I don't know if the programming will be mimic what I was thinking, but maybe in some way.
We'll see.
You could tell us.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna swim. You're gonna swim in the finals. I think everybody knows that.
Just give us like a hint. Like let's play what are the odds?
Figure it out.
What are the odds?
Like how hard was it to like not program things that you've always wanted to see, or like things that would be good for you? Like, does that like come into factor?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I think the way that I think about the way workouts will feel might have an impact on it, but I think that across the board, the 4 of us could be like, event 1 is going to feel like this if we're talking about the run, muscle up. So I think that just comes with being a pro for as long as all of us have. I definitely wasn't going to put in biases based off
because I think like everyone was surprised that like there was no handstand push-ups. Like I feel like that's something that you're known for, and it didn't show up. Was that like a conscious thing? Like I know everyone's expecting this, so I'm not doing it, or just kind of like work out that way? Because we know Jason would program like Echo bike, C2 bike, rower, ski erg.
That's not
They're
true
coming.
at all, bro.
No, handstand
That's not true at all, bro.
It was more of just the way I wanted to layer the workouts, and we moved some stuff around that was going to be in Indy that is going to be in Mesa. We switched a couple, but
I haven't done a C2 bike workout since the mat, bro.
C2
You're the
bike's
best
on the movement
at
list,
C2
man.
bike, so it doesn't like I haven't done lunges.
That's the point.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. What? We do lunges in every competition.
I'm just saying I haven't done lunges. Like I haven't practiced them because I'm good at them, and then I failed. I'm like, maybe I should practice them.
The point
Was there lunges
The
at
point
TFX?
is the best movement that I'm good at. We haven't ever done in my career.
So you're not even the best at Echo Bike. Is that what I just heard?
No, I'm good at. I'm the best at biking.
I mean, I don't know.
What's your FTP?
Dude, it's actually pretty nuts.
422.
Jeez, dude.
That's bananas.
Dude, the best story, Jason did that, and then like 6 months later, he texts me. He's like, I'm going for my 20-minute FTP. I'm going to go break it. I get a text like 7 minutes later. Nah. Just nah. Dude, it's crazy. If you're going for a 20-minute FTP test, 4 minutes in, you're like, I don't know if I can make it.
Yeah.
And then you just have to try. It's wild.
If anybody doesn't know what FTP test is, it's 20 minutes for max average watts. And Jason held 422. So I would encourage anybody, next time you hop on the C2 bike, click it over to watts, ramp it up to 422 watts, and then think Jason held this for 20 minutes.
But it doesn't matter because we never test it, so.
Yeah, probably.
It's on the movement list. It's on the movement list.
It's on the movement list.
Yeah.
But that's
Will,
good.
I believe when I see it.
All right.
When you came up with the workouts and stuff, like how big of a sample size did you use people to test? Like, was it mostly just you? Was there a group of people?
Mostly me, and then Saxon helped a little bit. He's helped a lot more with Mesa, but pretty good sample, I think, between the two of us.
Yeah, no, I think fewer is the better. Like, I think if you have a good sense of fitness, like, you don't really need a bunch of people testing workouts, especially when you've been like an athlete or something. But how many people knew the workouts beforehand, like months before? Like how big of a group is that? Yeah.
3-4 people.
That's
so
awesome.
Maybe a month out. And then, we had to tell other members of our team just because there's aspects of running an event where you have to give that information away. But it was pretty well known, like, hey, zero tolerance. The one workout that leaked, I was literally sitting with Jason and he was Jason's the event director of North America, and he was inputting it into competition corner. And instead of preview, he hit post or whatever the thing is. And he looked at me and was like, dude, I think it was a day before too. I'm like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. And that was the final. So, yeah, man, we did a good job of that. There was no leaks, minus that little mishap. And it was a little frustrating to our team because I was so like, no, you can't have them. But I think we did a pretty good job of it. You know, none of the qualifiers got leaked. None of that. None of the tour event workouts got leaked either. So, yeah.
Are you planning on like keeping it like tight like that? Because I know like the games at least, like you look at the Instagram, Dave's Instagram, like they're hosting people out every week pretty much. It feels like throughout the summer testing workouts. It feels like it's pretty public, you know.
Yeah. Like I think it was a trust thing too.
Something that you guys want to do, or is it you're trying to keep it like a tight group, or how are you guys going to go about that?
It'll be a tight group. And it was really like developing trust with my team, to be honest. You know, early on, like I didn't know everybody that has access to the workouts a month out from the competition. I just didn't know them that well, so I was a lot more just apprehensive to do that. But now I know everyone and, you know, can trust everyone. So, I mean, that's part of it. Are you reading comments?
Probably.
No. Hold on. Before we get to that one, Kenneth said, would you rather be leaked or splashed?
That's crazy, bro.
All right, we can go back to that one. We can go back to that.
What is it? There are questions about 1, sustainability, 2, competing with CrossFit Season 3. What are we trying to find here? Not the fittest, since it's already taken by the games. Well, I don't know what they mean
that's
necessarily.
A trademark, right? Like the fittest is just a trademark. Like triathlon claims to have the fittest men and women on the planet too. So it's a great marketing trademark. Like, so there you go. But I think the best person in the WFP will be, you know, the World Fitness Champion.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at World's Strongest Man, they have like, it's like the same thing 3 different times. Like, do you know what Brian Shaw's competition's called? It's like
Classic.
Strongest Man on Earth or something like that. Yeah, I think Brian Shaw's Strongest Man on Earth, and then there's the World's Strongest Man, and then there's another one. But they're all like almost the same thing,
right?
You know?
I mean,
dude,
then, like,
being the fittest
roads.
person on earth has nothing to do with the competition. It has everything to do with the competition field. There, I said it. So I had to get that off my chest, yo.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
People are not gonna like that, but it's true. If none of us showed up to the CrossFit Games, and some random did, does that make them the fittest person on earth?
I think that's pretty common. I mean, it all matters about who's showing up there, you know?
So then I'm the 3rd fittest man on earth because we went against the...
Oh, I had no idea where you were going with this.
There it is.
You literally just proved it. Thank you.
How's it feel, man?
It feels amazing. Being on the podium has always been a goal of mine. And I can check that box now.
Do you like the trophy?
The trophy was sick. The trophy was sick.
The trophy was cool. Barry, I'm not wrong. Barry, I'm not wrong. If you showed up to the games and we didn't, and you won that competition, you would not be the fittest person on earth. You would not be. And nobody would think you would be. So, Barry, you're wrong.
If it was killing.
Will, I got a question, Will.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go down.
I was going to say, it kind of ties in with this. We talked about, I sent you that clip about like kind of comparing WFP to the Diamond League and the Olympics and the CrossFit Games and Rogue and the World Championships. But I didn't like keep asking you what you thought because I kind of wanted to talk about that here. What did you think about that? Like, was that a fair representation, at least for like 2, 3, 4 years down the road?
I think it kind of depends. I mean, this is the first time that we're doing this, and people are already comparing us to the biggest things that have been in the space, which is flattering and awesome. And obviously, it is like the best field, arguably, that's going to be assembled this year is that all 3 WFP events, just because of the consistency of the roster.
Yeah.
Consistent. So, so yeah, I mean, I think it was a fair comparison. I think if like the games went on every 4 years, like the Olympics, it would be a better comparison than like, an annual competition. But yeah, I think it was fair. We're a fitness league, and so is the Diamond League, and the Olympics is, not that. It's
Yeah.
qualifiers and kind of how it's set up. It's just annual right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was fair. I think that we're hoping to grow to where we are the premier fitness league in the world. Like that's
Yeah.
definitely a goal of ours. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Like
No,
we have the
yeah,
best
and I think
athletes in the world.
I think Diamond League, like, it is the premier fitness or the premier track league. Like, I'm
Right.
sure there's other leagues, but if you get an invite or qualify for the Diamond League and you get to compete on that circuit for that year, you are still, whatever the title is for the Diamond League champion, you are, like Justin was talking about, this world's strongest man on earth, like all of those things. Right. If it's the CrossFit Games fittest on earth, the WFP champion, and like Rogue Invitational, like,
right,
those can all carry the same weight, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
totally.
It's just different where the games are this like end all be all one thing, and then there's the league.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, totally.
I think like just competition is so important. Like, and no matter what it is, like it's nice to have a competition that's like trying to rival the games. Like it's just like in the sport now. I feel like since Dallin and Jason have like come in and like that kind of group of athletes, it's like, man, like people are really good on the machines now, where I feel like it wasn't that big of an emphasis before. And now it's like forced me to be like, all right, like I gotta 100% like focus on my machine work, because if I don't get better, like I just can't hang anymore, and I think we're seeing that now in the past 2 years with running, like running's just become so much like more important than previous, but it's just like, it's pushing the field to get better. I mean, I was just talking with my coach, like we have had 3 competitions like back-to-back weekends, and you look at the field, you look at the athletes, like, man, dude, like if you want to be like at the top, like you can't be a slouch anymore. You can't have holes like people used to have, I think it's just cool to see like it all kind of push, because if you're not trying to evolve and get better, you're just going to fall behind,
Yeah, absolutely. I think innovation is kind of what was needed in our space to continue to push the limits. Not only for you guys, what you were saying, like Jason and Dallin are amazing athletes, and they're kind of pushing what's the tip of the spear right now, and everybody's got to level up. Same thing in business, and I think what bring us coming into the space is a good thing. Like people have more stuff to talk about, whether you like the people that are talking about you or not, they're talking, and that's important for everybody who's involved in the fitness space. So yeah, man, I think it's a good thing.
I think some of the craziest comments I've seen is people saying that we're going to show up to these events and not try, because there's no incentive to do well, because there's the minimums on contract, all of those things. And I promise you, the last thing we want to do is show up and lose to any guy that's on the floor. And 2, there are incentives to do well. And
yes,
like,
trust me, the last thing
the reason you're not out there is because you think that that's a possibility, that we would show up and let someone beat us.
You should make a comment.
I stay out of my comments.
With these 2 dudes the next day, and listen to them beating me in a competition.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's important not to read too much.
Dude, you're crazy if you think I'm just cashing a check. I love beating these boys. Dude, seeing Justin so upset felt so good. It felt so good. It felt so good.
Man.
Pause.
What do you mean? What emotion? People are coming across the line, celebrating, hitting PRs. I matched a 2-3 year long split jerk PR under the lights in front of a crowd.
I hit a PR with the wrong leg forward, dude, and I'll take that any day.
On the podium, it's been an hour and a half since we finished the last event. As we were walking out on the podium, like it's calmed down at that point. Like,
blew up spectacular and got rinsed for a week. It's so good. Yeah.
And hold on. What do you mean we didn't see emotions? We got teabagged after an event. What more emotions do you want to see?
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome comp. I mean, that's the best competition that I've had in the past, like, 2 years. Like, finally felt like I was competitive again. Like, had that, like, fire in each workout and, like, just the crowd, the energy, like, the platform. Like, it felt like a premier event, you know? Like, it was, like, I'd say, like, one of the best events I've done.
What feedback do you guys have? Jason, you go last.
Ooh. I mean, I think just a couple.
I already said mine
awesome.
about the live stream. That was the only thing.
Was I think it was awesome, like, having the coaches in the briefs. That was like a little thing that was huge, you know. I love that part. I think it would be cool to have an option for, like, athletes to possibly get to, like, 2 coaching passes. I thought that might be cool, like, just like for me personally, like, I have 2 coaches. It worked out nice because we had another athlete, like, competing. So my other coach got a coaching pass that way, or even if, like, the athletes had to pay a little bit more for a second one, but just to have that option for some of the athletes that aren't a part of a camp, like me, like, I do have, like, 2 coaches, and it is nice to kind of have that, would be cool. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I think the, like, spectacle of the event, which I think is important, was awesome. I mean, I think from a spectator standpoint, live was phenomenal. I thought that was great. The venue was awesome. It was timely. It was sick. I think it'd be cool to have a walkout song, even for, like, the last heat or maybe, like, the last day or something like that. We got asked that question in the interviews on check-in, and I was like, dude, we're getting walkout songs. I'm so hyped right now. But
maybe they will do that for the finals. I don't know.
Like the final day, final event, I think that would be cool. Like, everyone picks, like, 10 or 15 seconds, you know, of their song. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. What would you choose?
Cool.
Me? I would pick, I don't know. Like, Houdini from Eminem right now has been firing me up pretty good. Just, like, the first, like, 15 seconds of it. It's kind of like my mantra for the season. I like it.
I like that.
All right, Dallin.
Okay.
What you got?
Last thing from the comments. We all tapered before WFP. I just want to get that out there. Okay. What I liked.
Last thing from the comments. Barry, message me on Instagram. We would talk. We cannot continue this conversation right here. I know you're upset. We will continue. Call me. I'll give you my phone number. We can have a conversation.
All right. One of the things I enjoyed was the athlete warm-up area. Plenty of space, but it was also like 30 seconds from the athlete warm-up area, we're on the floor. That's huge. It helps a lot with warm-ups, timing, just being warm for the event. So that was nice. I talked with Jackson Monday morning, and I kind of just asked him what went well, what they wanted to change. And, like, one of the things that he said he wants to change for Mesa, and I think the team already talked about it, and I would agree, is getting the community out onto the pro floor a little bit, whatever that might look like, which will be sick for them and just exciting. And a separate parking pass from the athlete badge. That's all.
You should get to pick a song for another competitor.
That would be awesome.
That would be crazy.
All right, Jason, what do you got?
I already told him
You
my
said
piece.
live stream.
Just live stream.
Done.
I thought it was good. I thought it was the most chill competition and competitive, obviously, but it was the most chill competition I've ever been at. Very chill. It was very easy. Warm-up area was giant. Dude, that was the best warm-up area.
Fun fact, you could still hear Jason laugh all the way across.
Like, I could see everybody, but, like, I didn't have to be near them at all. You know, it was like it was just so big. And
the football and soccer ball that was in the warm-up area, I don't know if that was just left behind, but that was hype. I used that to warm up, like, every day.
Yeah, our coaches got
firing
distracted.
rockets.
No,
he almost took out Lowen. Like, he took a shot, completely shanked it, and it was like this far from her head. I was standing right next to her. I'm like, dude, like, Do I have to take the soccer balls out of here? Like, what's going on?
No, dude,
man?
we were warming up. We were hitting our go wad, and Justin has Adam and Jesse like giving him weights and like stretching him and all of these things. And me and Jason and James look up. The 3 brute coaches are out running routes. We were just stretching.
It was a good little setup. Like the corral was like right next to the locker room. Locker room was literally basically on the floor, essentially. Like it was out the door. It was just super easy. Very
Easy to
chill.
get to.
Easy
Like
to get
travel was
to.
easy. Yeah.
Even the corral wasn't super long. You had some options for us to hit some jerks right before we went out there.
Attempts to hit jerks.
Yeah, attempted some good jerks.
A double.
Dude, he hit the worst 315 before we walked out onto the floor.
Dude.
Like press out, like shaking all over the place. Dude just re-racks it and just hits another one because there's the line. Like everyone takes one attempt and then we go on the floor. Oh man,
I've heard this story so many times. It's not even funny anymore.
Probably should have had 2 racks back there, huh?
Two would have been nice, but like
Better.
we still all got an attempt and then walked out there.
The thing that would only have been nice for 2 racks is to have like 2 different heights.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because some people were like obviously really tall and they were squatting, and some people like were struggling to get it off. But that'd be the only reason to have 2 specifically for that. But
Hey, Will, you heard that new Morgan Wallen album?
I listened, dude. I went for a long run the other day, and I hadn't listened to it, and it was like a chill run, so I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Favorite song on the album?
It was okay. I don't know. It was weird. Like,
What's your favorite song?
Jason used to sing Morgan Wallen songs to me on long car rides back in 2021. Sand in My Boots really rings a bell.
It was one car ride.
Oh man.
This dude, I remember like, hey, let's turn on some Morgan Wallen. He was like, who's Morgan Wallen? I was like, well, we have about 45 minutes in this car there and back. You were about to find out.
Bro, that was like a 2.5-hour drive there and back.
So I remember you coming back in last.
Oh yeah.
That was sick. That was like, wasn't that like the biggest comeback in history?
It was
It was like 80 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, 81 points. That was nuts.
Freaking
wild,
nuts,
dude.
dude.
That was
I didn't know how to feel about that. Like,
yeah, I was
you're
really
my
sad
boy,
for James.
He's my
but
boy.
like you're a good dude. And I was like,
Yeah.
I felt pretty good about it. And then James went and won the game, so like, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
It all works out.
That's awesome. All right, I got one more question for you. If you had to pick or like program one workout to find the fittest athlete, what would it be? Or like consist of time domain, movements, like if you don't have a specific workout in mind.
I think like event 1 of Tour 1 would be a good one. Maybe make the snatch a little bit heavier. Yeah, if we made that like 9 for men, like 9 muscle ups and 6 snatches of 205 or something for 4 rounds. I think that would maybe make the run 800 meters.
yeah.
That'd be good.
Something like that.
205 might be a little heavy.
A little heavy for 6, you think?
You could go like
I say 185.
you go like 9 muscle
Yeah,
ups,
185.
6, 7 snatches at 185, 4 rounds, 6 to 800 meter run.
Yeah.
So
I think
that'd be
that's
good.
like, who wins that?
First cut, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was legless. That was legless.
Yeah.
The cadence on. Did any of y'all compete in that one?
No.
Yeah, the cadence on the legless. It was just not the same demand.
I did that workout in my when it came out, and obviously my home gym. I would have took like 7th.
You're one of those dudes.
That's big up. Yeah, he should get in the comments.
Dude, I love when I see posts like that. Dallin used to do that.
I am guilty of that. I don't think I said, oh, I would have got this place, but I've redone workouts and said, improved a lot. But I know what place I would have got. I could have won the CrossFit Games by now.
Yeah, that'd be a good workout. Well, sweet, man. That's kind of about it.
Well,
That's all you got for me?
We gotta play Wavelength real quick.
Wavelength? All right. Who we gonna
Hold on. Why are you acting like that was a dumb idea? We play that every single time.
Well, we do. What's Will gonna do?
Don't act cool because Will's here, bro.
We play games.
We play games, bro. We play games.
We always
finish,
games,
we always finish on a game. We always
What's
finish
Will
on a game.
gonna do? Is he guessing?
Yeah.
And then
What's
us
the
three are
game?
going to come up with a number. So we're going to come up with a number. Let's say we pick 90. You're going to ask us a question like, give me a name of a candy bar. We're going to give you a name of a candy bar that ranks like 90 out of 100. It's like a pretty good one, you know?
Okay.
And you'd
So
be
the
like,
scale is 0 to 100.
Yeah, scale 0 to 100. So, and you're trying to figure out what number we came up with. And then you can ask us a variety of questions about picking a category, and we'll give you the category and try to get you to pick the right number. Make enough sense?
All right, you gotta mute it.
So.
You gotta turn off the
You
comments.
gotta mute and close your eyes so we can figure out what number we're picking. Yeah, the comments
You can
people
just
give it
mute.
away.
Just don't look at us, though, and then we'll wave when we're ready for you.
Don't look at us, but we'll wave.
Well, I'll be like, hey.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
All
I
right.
can't look at y'all. I can't look at the screen.
Well, just like don't read our lips.
Don't read our lips.
Turn around, bro. All right.
No, how would he know when to come back on?
Can he
He's
hear
fine.
us? Can he hear us?
No, he muted.
I
muted
can hear
himself.
you guys, but you can't hear me.
Oh,
No,
take your headphones out.
dude.
Take your headphones out. All right. Here we go. What do you guys want to go, low or high?
I don't know.
What if we just go like 62?
9.
Oh my. No, that's
69.
That's too obvious.
Yeah,
That's too obvious.
68.
68.
Because it's like super average, like 70 is like average. And then...
All right. We're good. You're good. All right, Will, let's test you out. Ask us a category. We'll give you something. It's really hard to come up with categories.
Candy bars, since you said that earlier.
Dallin, you answer this one. Jason will ask the next question. I'll answer the third one.
No, we all gotta come to. It's a group effort, bro, and everything.
All right, I'm thinking of like a payday.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like a Three Musketeers.
I was gonna go Butterfinger.
Butterfinger, I feel like is high. The other ones feel
That's
mid.
what
to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right. Continue.
Take
Whatever
take
you
what
think,
I'm gonna
bro.
go on
You just
averages.
roll with it. Yeah, just average it out between us three.
So I have to give a number now, or
No. We got like
no.
4 or 5 questions, 4 or 5
right.
categories.
Yeah.
All right,
Keep asking questions to lock it in.
apparel brand. No biases here.
Okay.
You want me to
I'm
ask
gonna
a different
go-
one?
It's like,
yeah, hold on. No.
Well, tier is like 100, and
There you go.
our,
I
numbers,
can
our,
read
nu-
the
our
room.
number's not 100.
We all,
I'll
just
read the
give
room.
our own answers. We could do this.
Say what?
We could give it.
Apparel brand.
Apparel brand. I'm going to say, out of what you see people wearing,
New
I'll
Balance.
say Adidas.
New Balance.
one of those two.
Adidas or New Balance.
Good. Yeah.
All right. I
What do you
really
think-
wanted to say
what number are you thinking right now?
Wait, I feel like that helps.
What number
us.
am I thinking? I'm in the mids. I'm in like 50, 60 range right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What about month?
A month out
We
of
don't
this.
know what season you. We don't know what season you like, bro.
Hey, no, we got this.
No,
we got
it's based on us anyway.
Yeah,
But
what?
James,
I'm gonna
I
say-
just have like fear for this because James said spring was the worst month.
Yeah.
No,
Worst
spring
season.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I'm going to say September.
I feel like that's high for me. Usually at the end of the season, chilling.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go March.
I'm going May.
Yeah.
I'm going August actually. August.
Okay.
Wait, are you thinking, are you thinking in terms of season here? You mentioned the word season. Are we thinking
No,
like
you said season. I said month.
He said month. I gave a month.
We're talking about seasons, not the season.
Yeah, I feel like Will's talking about the season.
Oh, that's what I was thinking about relative to the month.
Okay. Let's rerun it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I feel like that's still right where I need to be. March,
Honestly.
mid.
Okay.
All right, one or two more.
Dog breed.
Dog breed. Okay. I'm gonna say
Man.
Australian Shepherd.
I'm gonna say a golden retriever.
Mids. It's in the mids. It's for sure in the 50s or 60s.
Like a corgi.
All right. Last one. Gatorade.
Yeah, last one.
Gatorade?
Or should I say rain? Are y'all all rain athletes?
Yeah,
We are
You could do
right now.
You
rain.
drink rain?
No, I'm a Red Bull guy.
Then how would you know?
Dude,
Dude,
I've had rain, but
how about we just do drinks?
drinks.
Drinks on a summer day. That's what we'll do.
Oh my.
I'm gonna
go Coke Zero.
I was gonna say Diet Coke.
Bro, those are like 100. I'm gonna go with
Yeah, Dallin's probably gonna have the best answer on this one. What, Sprite?
100 is like a lemon.
no.
100 is like a lemonade, bro.
I'll go like
Sprite's high for me.
I'll go like one of those fruit punch mixes, but it's not fruit punch. Like it's one of those other flavors.
A Capri Sun. You would be drinking
What?
Capri Suns.
All right.
I didn't say I was drinking it.
All right, what's your number, Will?
This
Honestly-
was pretty mid. I don't know, like 60, 67.
Oh, we were 68.
That was so good.
Dang. That's twice we've gone within one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Justin,
good.
Me and Justin got it right.
Damn. It was the summer day that threw me off.
Summer day.
They really set the
All right, hold
stage for
on.
that
You said
drink.
you were you said you were in a range between 50 and 60, and I know we needed to get you up a little bit, so I went with Coke Zero, which is like very high. So I need you to think a little bit.
Really? I didn't even know what to feel when you said that. I was like, ugh.
I felt something.
That's all he drinks, dude. Freaking
Coke guy?
Coke Zeros and freaking Capri Suns.
All right,
Dallin
Don't
said
drink Capri
some
Suns.
kind of fruit punch, but I don't even really know it.
No. I was saying because fruit punch is good, but like one of those like not quite as good flavors of the mix, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got me.
super accurate. All right, well, that's about it, Will. What do you got coming up? Where can people get tickets to the Next World Fitness Project? All those good stuff.
Yeah. Registration opened up for the Challenger qualifier. It opened up today. That starts July 2nd, goes through July 8th. And then the next thing for you guys is Mesa, August 29th to the 31st. So buy your tickets. I think that's all live right now. Should be a good show.
You see
Dude,
that,
I'm pumped for
comment
it.
right there, Dallin?
Fresca?
What?
No.
I haven't read any of these
Oh,
comments.
God. Yeah, you just should
It's
stay
always
out of them.
him. Always him.
There's a lot of experts out there, huh?
Always.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I'm posting a video on our channel for one of the online semis workouts, the shuttle run, clean and jerk, max burpee one. We did a competition with my coaches and some friends. They each did one round of the workout and tried to beat my score. So that video is getting posted tomorrow. So look out for that. Dallin and Jason, where do you got going? What's coming up for you guys?
While you have fun filming stuff, I will be training 3
Fun.
sessions a day.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Competition is good for the sport.
Fair enough.
100%.
Fair enough.
Yep.
This week I am going to train, and I think we finished setting up the garage. My mom and dad came into town. My dad helped me out, so that was a lot of fun. And we got a video of me setting that up. So
Tell the people what you said to me after I podiumed.
dude, that was so messed up.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Messed up. That was a low. That was.
Oh, go ahead and say it, bro. I want people to know that I want people
no.
to see that you're not really as golden as you think.
No, we settled that like men. We settled that like men. Between me and you,
I want to hear once we stop recording.
for sure.
I know. 100%.
It's really not. It's not that big of a
Thanks for
deal.
watching, everybody. Peace out. We'll see you next week.